Hi, neighbor, what do you know and what do you say? Hi, neighbor, throw all your worries away. You are now in my power, Cookie. You've been hypnotized.
I am in your power.
You will do anything I tell you.
Anything.
In a little while, I will wake you up. And when you wake up, you won't know that I've told you to do anything.
We're gonna clown around.
Oh, look at this horn.
Clown-based life forms.
Welcome back, gentle listener, to another episode of Clown-Based Life Forms, fresh from the slot mines of Tentaculon 5. 10% off your next Tentaculon purchase. Make sure to get the 12 extra long tentacle pack, packed full of catonic goodness. Oh, mate, my voice is fucking rough. Oh, my God.
You gotta ease up on them tentacular, whatever the hell those were. The drinks.
Tentaculon 5 special. Oh, mate, they're great for like getting to hard to reach places. In the shower or just alone by yourself, right? Pick up a jumbo pack of Tentaculon, back massages. Oh, I think I got the clown virus, mate.
Oh no! I told you no, and you go and catch the clownona,
mate. Well, it just can't stay away from me, man. See what happened was, right? Last episode, right? Pre-laid, right, some clown cancer in my system, which was then clearly used, right, as a weakness for the clownona virus to colonize my sensitive voice parts. But I was thinking, I had a great idea for a new soft drink, right? Now, I know that you are, as one of the employee, right? You work in sort of an adjacent industry. So maybe you can hook me up. Okay. So check it out, right? This new kind of like soft drink, phlegm, right? Phlegm in a it'll be like phlegm in a can, right? Well, I was lying in bed, right, the other day, right, sort of drowning, in my own excretions, my own lung excretions, right? And I thought to myself, that's an untapped, resource, right? Phlegm, yeah. Right? I'm surprised, like not like the taste of phlegm.
So are you suggesting that we hook you up to some sort of industrial extractor and you can be the source of the phlegm?
Well, yeah, no, I mean, not just me, right? Like, we can, look, what we can do is we can phone up Epstein, right? Okay. Get a bunch of like brown children, okay? Feed them all like a little bit of phlegm, right? And then get like a whole phlegm factory going.
That's disgusting. I'm sure some slop manufacturer out there will go for it. We're going to be millionaires.
Listen, mate, right? You're just saying it's disgusting, right? Because you haven't seen the PR campaign, right? It's going to be on the back of this, right? By the time the PR people are through with it, right, you'll think it's the greatest thing since sliced phlegm. I'm telling you.
I believe you. Marketing can do amazing things.
How you doing, Aaron? You all right, mate?
Oh man, it's a Monday. I'm in the slop mines and have been in the slop mines, and I will never ever leave the slop mines. Please let me out. Oh God.
Are you producing that high quality slop like
Oh.
mother used to make? You know what I mean, right? Like no mass produced slop here. I hope you are handcrafting that slop with love and care. You know, turning it on the slop wheel.
Well, I mean, we did just cover what's known as a glizilla on Clown Town Chronicle.
Okay,
Which
what is a glizzy? Okay, I have seen this. I have seen this on the interwebs. It just looks like a fucking hot dog. Why is it called a glizzy? What is this?
I don't know, man. I had to ask Miss Producer, my Zoomer girlfriend, to explain it to me, and she's like, "Oh yeah, it's a newish term, 4 or 5 years old for a hot dog. Like it's just a glizzy." I'm like, that is the dumbest shit I have ever heard. I'm feeling very old.
Oh yes, back in my days, we used to call them Frankenwieners. And now they're calling them glizzies. See, what I want to know, right, is can you get some Riz for your glizzy? Can you make your glizzy or Rizzy for shizzy?
Yes. The answer is yes. For a $2 upcharge per glizilla. You know how much a glizilla costs? It's like 18 inches long or something like that. That's the size. You know how much that costs at a baseball field?
Like you have to take out a second mortgage or something?
It is $45.
Oh, fuck off.
No, I mean, I saw the price. I was like, yeah, well, that checks out. It's like $10 for a cheap watered down beer anyway.
$45.
Yeah.
For a 1.5 foot long hot dog.
Well, what you get as a bonus is the carrying case.
Oh,
the glizilla comes with a specialized carrying case with a handle, so you can let everyone know that you are a glizilla consumer.
What I want to know, right, is can I bejazzle my glizrazzle, right?
You're losing me on these resizzle.
You don't know what a bejazzle is?
What do you mean I don't know I know what a vajazzle is. I am 30 years old.
Right. So hear me out. Okay, right? You cover your glizilla, right, with diamantes, right? Give them like, a tasty crunch, maybe like crack a few teeth. Look, you could probably get kickback from like the dentist, right? You just have like a dental van outside the baseball field, right? And when you sell people the vajazzle glizrazzle, right, and they break a molar, right, crunching into the like tasty diamante goodness, right? You send them over to like Carl at the dental van. Oh, mate, look, it's all coming together, bro.
Hang on. Are you taking shots of Benadryl right now? Or
possibly?
Okay.
Possibly.
Happy Easter, everyone.
It's how I get all of my best ideas. Yes, happy Catholic Easter, right? The true Orthodox Easter doesn't happen until next week. But we love our Catholic bros here. So happy Easter for everybody else who isn't an old calendarist or whatever.
You're a very diverse and inclusive podcast.
That's right. Yes, very, very diverse and inclusive. So it's been a while, Aaron. It's lovely to catch up with you again. Even though I am drowning in phlegm, get yours now, right? Like we're gonna, look, get on the Kickstarter, okay, right? Phlegm is an up and coming product, right? 100% natural, no artificial flavors or colors. Trust me, it does not need artificial colors, right? With a smooth, buttery texture that'll have you saying, where has phlegm been all my life, right? I'll get it now. All the look, maybe we should try and sell it to the Zoomers. We could call it like Phlegmizzle.
There you go. Flamizzle.
Get some rizzle with your flemizzle, bro.
There's somebody out there right now making an AI sticker out of this.
Speaking of AI, someone actually did an AI theme song from our last episode. We should play it on the outro. Mikey Bikey, he's like an old subscriber of mine. He's way back in the trenches, right? I've been watching my like stuff for years. Apparently he laughed himself so fucking hard at our last intro, he felt the urge to make an AI song about it. So I mean, you know, that's nice.
Hey, I will say it's really freaking good. We should end on that.
Oh, and speaking of, man, that intro fucking slaps all kinds of ass. Right? We're gonna have to like truck in more ass just so you can like slap it, mate. Right? It's gonna be, and if any of that ass has to transit the Strait of Hormuz, it's gonna be an ass shortage. you're not gonna have enough glizzy for your pussy.
An ass shortage. Whatever will we do now? I was already tired of paying a ton of money for gas just to drive around and get McDonald's. And now there's an ass shortage? Not in America. Just go to Walmart.
Hey, that's a good point. I mean, that is a very, very good point. In America,
Asterias from sea to shining sea out there at the local Walmart.
From seam to shining seam.
That was good. Well done.
Mate, did I ever tell you about the time I went to Costco when I was in Idaho? Right, like it was like right when I used to like read tales of like people who'd like been exfiltrated from behind the Iron Curtain, right, under communism, right, and they come over to America and they'd be like, oh my god, this is the joys of capitalism. It was basically like that. I was like, oh my god, right? Like there are, you know, delights I have never dreamed of. I'll probably get cancer, but you know, oh mate, just amazing. Like
it's like the Willy Wonka factory.
Yes, except with many, many delicious kinds of meat and cheese. I mean, you know, because I'm not really into like the sugary stuff, but so many like salamis and cheeses. Oh, what a wonderful salami world. Yeah. I have never felt poorer than when I went into Costco in fucking Idaho. And I'm like, this is what we in Britain call living is not living. This is not a standard of living that I wish to subscribe to. God damn it. No wonder everyone from like Somalia wants to come to your fucking country, mate. Like, can you imagine, like, you know, you're in Somalia, right? You know, cooking up a bit of like dog and, you know, doing a bit of dirt farming, right? Like, you know, fucking, you know, maybe like, you know, doing a bit of cannibalism on the side, and you get like lifted up by some like moo who's like, you know, come to America. We'd love for you to come. Anything as long as we don't have any more white people, right? They come in and they're just like, oh my god, look at this place.
There's like glazillas everywhere.
No. Wait. We should do a cross promotion, right? Godzilla glazillas, right?
Oh, see, right? I think that's where they got the name Glazilla from, though. Godzilla's Glazilla is off limits. That's only in the X-rated version of the Japanese. I was about to
say that sounds a bit anime, right? Like Godzilla Glazilla versus Mothman's moth pouch or something.
Oh, see, now we're getting into real conspiracy paranormal territory. Is this a segue? I feel like this is a segue.
This could be a segue. Yes. Let us segue. We've done about 15 minutes of intro. Let us segue into the thing. Where's the thing? Wait. Why do I not have the thing on the?
Everyone, please have patience for my friend Newsfist. He is ill. And 25 cents per week could support a Newsfist phlegm survivor for a month.
That's right. we gotta start shilling like donation links and stuff. I've got Ko-fi entropy. I'll stick him in the description. If you are one of those like lovely people who's been like commenting. Oh, by the way, you know what else I discovered? Excuse me. fucking YouTube be hiding the comments, mate. Right?
Really?
Like, I go to one of my videos. It says like 26 comments, and there's 3 like that you can
Really?
that you can see. Yeah. And like I see all the comments when they come up in my notifications when people send them to me. But YouTube, they be hiding. And by the way, like not like, you know, not spicy comments, not people being like, you know, let's start the race car kind of, you know, things, right? But just, you know, people being like, oh, I really enjoyed this show. It was very, very nice. I'm like, ah. So we might have to work out like another way whereby people can leave nice comments and then we can actually like see them. Everyone else can see them. Goddamn YouTube. They're just trying to keep a brother down. You know what I'm saying?
Every day, man. I understand it more every day. The longer I'm on YouTube, the more I'm like, this place is weird.
Yeah. And it's not equitable.
No. No. YouTube shorts about the Glazilla get more views than, you know, stuff that could actually elevate humanity, like a discussion about, you know, George Floyd being a crisis actor, chemtrails, and Biden is a robot.
So what would be the origin story of Glazilla, right? Would it be like a hot dog is like thrown overboard by like a Japanese like or American sailor? It drifts to the bottom of the ocean. There's like a radioactive accident or something like that. It lands on like a pile of nuclear waste that was like deposited there in World War II, right? And then it grows to become Glazilla and is then like woken by like, I don't know, 50 years later, like there's like a hot dog mining team, right? They're trying to like mine hot dogs from like the seabed. Hey, it's all coming together. It's all coming together, bro.
That's pretty good. I mean, I was going to say something like, you know, the Germans were shipping a entire cargo ship full of like Frankenweenies or whatever you said earlier. And
yeah,
it was
Frankenweenies. Yeah.
It was caught up when the Americans us nuked Japan. And that's the origin story, that there was one Frankenweenie that sank to the bottom and became the Glazilla.
Ah, so he would be a snazzy Glazilla, mate. He'd have like a little mustache and everything on top of on the tip of one of his Glazilla protuberances.
Yes, presumably you would have the toothbrush mustache.
Yeah, meine Wiener Schnitzel. Oh, mate, I can't properly do like voices and shit. Like my voice is still fucked up. Right. Okay. Anyway, so we were on. Where did we get to last night? Last episode, we got to the trans agenda. Okay, right. Now, can we do some that are not terribly serious? Because I don't. So like secret satanic rituals, like that's just going to be really, really sad.
Yeah.
George Soros, cultural Marxism, that's going to like require a whole thing. I do not have the thing. Did we do the Mooish space lasers or not? Oh, we did, didn't we? Yeah. George Floyd crisis actor.
We did do that one.
But we didn't get to the actual article, did we?
I don't know. Open it up. Let's see.
Oh, it's gonna like tell me that I can't do it because I'm behind a VPN. Oh no, wait. Hang on. Let me see if we can.
I believe in the power of Glazilla.
The power of Glazilla. Oh my god. Okay. See, I should have loaded these like beforehand.
Oh, it's fine. I'm just thinking about how the Glazilla, would it be funnier? Do they call a Glazilla in Finland a long sandwich?
In Finland, it would probably be a sandwich, Haven,
something like that. I think I've only ever met one actual Finn in my whole life. He was very chill. Yeah, he was very chill. We don't meet many people from Europe over here. Like you got to go to like the Grand Canyon to meet a proper German, or anybody else now. But when I went to the Grand Canyon when I was like 13, there were Germans all over the place. I was like, what is this? A Wiener Schnitzel convention?
Yeah, well, you see the Germans, they are drawn from all over the world to see a crack that large, yeah. This is one of the things about the Americans that we find endlessly fascinating is your massive cracks. And of course, the Grand Canyon being the most massive crack of all. Little river running down the center of it's beautiful. Okay.
Yeah. See, that would be a German tourist comment. They've never been to Costco. That's where all the massivest cracks are.
That's true. Man, this shit all looks so much weirder now that Trump has been revealed to just be like the Kipper Maxer that he is, right? Like I'm just was it all fake? Was all of it fake, like just so they could get to war with Iran? Like,
Yes.
oh, mate.
Undoubtedly, yes. QAnon has every marker. You know, one of the things that Q was famous for saying was that you are watching a movie.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things about Q is that when you followed the lore, it did feel like a movie. And people said, well, that's because you're on the vibration of truth or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Typically, I'm sorry?
You heard about Operation Trust, right?
Yes.
Sorry, finish your point. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
One thing you'll hear frequently, specifically in America, I don't know if it's the same, overseas or anything, but here in America, when something big is going down, like when COVID was happening or 9/11 happened, people would say the same thing. I feel like I'm in a movie, and it's because you are.
Yeah. Well, I think people are sort of talking about that sense of unreality that you get, when something really, really big happens. But I got that sense from 9/11 as well, right? And then later I discovered, oh yeah, it basically was like a movie. Okay, so let's look at Operation Trust just for a little bit. Okay. Now, when QAnon was out and queuing around, and everyone was like, "Oh, I'm trusting the plan," like, oh, plan trusters, mate. Did I ever tell you about the time I was in Idaho and I went to a talk with a bunch of like QAnon like plan trusters?
No.
Oh, mate, it was weird, right? I was there with some like base people, right? And we were all just like on Discord, like just laughing at it, basically, right? And so it was some guy, and he was like just doing like the full QAnon thing. Like he threw up a picture of like Trump wearing like a cap that said like 47-49 or whatever it was. Yeah, is it 45, 47?
Yeah.
45-47. Sorry, I'm getting my 40s mixed up because I've been drinking a few 40s before the show. 40 fucking Benadryl, more like it, right?
Yeah, really.
And he was like, and you know what that means? That means that Trump was in control the entire time that Biden was in office. And I just wanted to be like, wait, are you saying like Trump opened the borders? That's a bit. Oh, it was the most fucking retarded thing. It was like I really like the Americans, but the way they sort of get led around, the boomers particularly, the way they get led around by their noses by like this sort of weird kind of military fetishism is kind of like strange. You know what I mean? I mean, you wouldn't lead the Europeans around the nose like that. No, instead you lead the Europeans around by the nose by like promising shit like efficiency and you're going to like save the world and all that kind of like other crap. Like every boomer population has their weakness that the government just uses to lead them around by the fucking nose, like like some kind of cattle, Oh, I hate it. So a lot of people were commenting that QAnon could very, very easily be Operation Trust. Now, Operation Trust, in Russian, Operatsiya Trust, nailed it, was a counterintelligence operation of the GPU of the Soviet Union. The operation, which was set up by the Cheka, the GPU's predecessor, ran from 1921 to 1927 and set up a fake anti-Bolshevik resistance organization, the Monarchist Union of Central Russia, in order to help the OGPU identify real monarchists and anti-Bolsheviks. The created front company was called the Moscow Municipal Credit Association. The head was Alexander Yukashev, former... Right, okay, so look. The important part about this, basically, is that Felix Dzerzhinsky, who was sort of one of the, is widely regarded as one of the greatest and also most brutal sort of intelligence heads, right? He was sort of the Bolshevik head of intelligence, right, for ages. Set this thing up, right? And when Stalin got into power and Dzerzhinsky told him about this, Stalin was like, "What the fuck are you doing? This is crazy." And Dzerzhinsky is like, "No, you don't understand, right? We control the opposition, right? We literally play both sides. We are also the opposition, right? If anyone like rises, they have to join our group because we are already the opposition. We know exactly what the fuck's like going on. We've got like an eye on like all of these people. We are the opposition." And Stalin apparently was like, no. This is like, this is dangerous. Shut it down. And they did this thing as well, right? Where they sent agents out into like America and other countries, right? Who were trying to support the whites, right? The anti Bolsheviks, to say like, "Oh no, like, don't launch a revolution now, right? Like it's fine, bro, right? We've got a plan. Trust the plan." Is this sounding in any way familiar?
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
Don't do anything now, right? We've got a plan, right? Like just wait 2 more weeks, bro. It'll suddenly come to fruition. And it was all bullshit, right? It was all bullshit. It was run by it wasn't the KGB back then. It was, it wasn't the checker. It was the GPU. But yeah, so a lot of people on 4chan were basically saying that this is what QAnon was, right? And this is how they managed to stop anyone from like actually doing anything like proper when, when January 6th happened and Although, maybe they set up January 6th as well. You wouldn't even know, would you? Oh, God.
I want to add something, actually. Not that it's going to be that intelligent, but this is a form of counterintelligence that I've been calling choose your own adventure.
Okay. I like it.
It's where all of the solutions that are proposed to you are also produced by the system that you oppose. But
yes.
if you're programmed enough into it, it's basically all you can think of. So a really good picture of this is boomers getting really pissed off and going, "Well, then we need to do 1776." And you're like, in 2026, you're going to do a 1776. What are you going to do? Like attack an Amazon van and throw the cases into a lake? Like, what does 1776 look like? And they just have this image in their head that when it really comes down to it, we're going to go ahead and like use that old Second Amendment and take down the bad guys, which is just really outdated thinking in this phase of this war. But it's provided as a steam release valve for like, well, if things get really bad, then we'll do something.
A lot of the Eurocucks have commented on this about America, right? You see this on 4chan all the time, right? Mm-hmm. You got so many guns, America, but you never use them. There may as well be a kind of fetish item. And I guess, there is something to that criticism, right? Like, the classic thing is like, oh, well, if you didn't rise up en masse in armed revolution when COVID happened, right? Like, what good are you? But of course, it was mainly all of the US states that were most heavily sort of crippled by COVID were states like California, where like you're not allowed guns anyway. So I don't know what you didn't see much of that shit happening in fucking like Idaho or Tennessee or any of those like places that still have like a whole bunch of like good boys. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so did you ever play BioShock Infinite?
I did. Yes.
What did you like it or?
I did like it. Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever watched American Krogan's series on the BioShock series?
I can't say that I have. I think I've been recommended it though.
I can't recommend it enough. Listeners, when you're done with this, go on BitChute, find American Krogan's breakdown of BioShock Infinite. It will and BioShock 1. Yeah, BioShock 1 and the DLC for Infinite, it will blow your mind. But one of the main points in that game is like you're given this illusion of choice.
Yes.
At one point, you're choosing a brooch or whatever the heck for your female counterpart, and one's a cage and one's a bird, and it makes literally no difference to how the story goes.
Yep.
And the whole point, and when you understand this about BioShock Infinite, is that you really could call the BioShock series like Goyim Simulator. because your
Yeah.
character in the first one has literal chain tattoos on his hands, and he has a magic word that makes him do stuff. He's a homunculus, or what's the legend about
golem. A golem.
he's a golem. Yeah, he's a golem, and that's the whole point. A man chooses, a slave obeys. And so in BioShock Infinite, they give you no choices.
Yeah, I mean, the first BioShock was very creepy in that aspect, right? Like as you slowly realize, right, that the dude on the other end of the radio, right, who's been helping you the whole time, is actually the guy like controlling you, and that he's got your hypnotic. What's the phrase? Would you kindly? Is that it? Like would you kindly do such and such and such, and you are helpless to resist. Like it's a great twist. I mean, look, I liked Infinite. I mean, I thought the gunplay and stuff was pretty good. What's her name? Elizabeth was like a little bit annoying, but like at least it was before the sort of trend of making every single female character like shrill, ugly, and manjaw. So, you know, like she's still quite easy on the eyes, and you know, she's still actually a female, right? But yeah, I mean, Comstock as a character, right? Like seemed very much like so who was the oh my god. Ryan was the antagonist in the first one, right?
Right. Yep.
He's meant to be based on Ayn Rand, right? It's Alan Ryan?
Andrew Ryan. Yeah.
Andrew Ryan. Thank you. Right? Is a man not entitled to the work of his brow? No, says the man from the government. I fucking love that speech, man. Yeah. Like I just, man, that totally.
I didn't realize how mooish the game was until I started reading the lore. Right. Then I discovered American Krogan. But the thing about the BioShock series is it's a video game about Ken Levine and you. I will point no further than to a point American Krogan made early on, I think, in the video, where your name in BioShock Infinite is Booker DeWitt, which literally translates to the White. You play the game again. It's not, I mean, it's aged differently now. It plays completely different in 2026. There's a whole mess of bizarre Kabbalistic thinking throughout all of them, but I still think they're great games. Like, don't get me wrong, but
now I got to replay BioShock Infinite. I mean, that was an interesting segue. So oh my god, mate! I think I'm gonna have to get you to like read some. I think my fucking voice.
I'll be happy to read it.
Okay, if you could, you know, make sure you do a good job. The punters are watching, mate. You know?
I do a good job. Okay.
No pressure, right? But you will be judged, right, by the mooish lords. Your social credit score will be affected by how well you read this.
What is QAnon? The viral pro-Trump conspiracy theory, and boom goes the dynamite. Okay, so here we go. What is QAnon? The viral pro-Trump conspiracy theory, explaining the big tent conspiracy theory that falsely claims that former President Trump is facing down a shadowy cabal of Democratic pedophiles. Can we even say that on YouTube?
I mean, the way this is framed, right? It's like, no, don't worry. The pedos aren't just Democrats. There are tons of them in the Republican Party. Yeah. Actually, right? Like, you know, it's fine.
All right. So okay, here we go. By now, you've probably heard of QAnon, the internet conspiracy theory that has taken hold among many on the American right. But you may still have questions about what exactly is going on. No shit, it's QAnon.
Yeah.
We have many questions. QAnon was once a fringe phenomenon, the kind most people could safely ignore. But recently, it has gone mainstream. In 2020, QAnon supporters flooded social media with false information about COVID-19 the Black Lives Matter protests in the presidential election and recruited legions of new believers to their ranks. A December poll by NPR.
Wait. Hang on.
Oh,
What was this false information about COVID-19, the BLM protests in the presidential election?
well, do you remember they were trying to make every conspiracy theory related to Q?
Yeah.
Every conspiracy theorist was a QAnon conspiracy theorist, right?
Yeah.
So you got wrapped up with all these like boomer Q people on Facebook who were screaming about flat Earth.
I mean, I got to say, it was very weird when QAnon started actually like popping up in the mainstream like press. And I was like, what the hell, man? Right? Like this is like 8chan or like 4chan deep lore. Like I was like, no one takes this shit seriously. Like surely, right? And then I don't know. It's suddenly like in the New York Times and and talking about COVID. And I mean, the thing about COVID, right, is that like all that shit seems to be basically like true as far as I'm aware. And BLM also, all that shit seems to be true. Now I don't know about the presidential election, man. Right? Did they deliberately block Trump in was it 2020, 2024? In 2024. No. Yeah, in 2020, right? Did they deliberately block him because they knew they weren't ready for the war with Iran yet? If you look at the war with Iran as sort of the central thing, okay, because the neocons have been trying to like get that like literally forever, right? If you remember during the war in Iraq, who's the fucking war mustache guy? He was like John Bolton, right? And all those like little fucking neocon Zionist freaks were all like, we got to go to Iran. We got to bomb Iran. We got to do it now. They've been wanting that stuff literally since, I was going to say since 9/11, but probably before that, actually, right? They have wanted to like glass Iran. And so I know for us mere employment, right? The idea that you could have any kind of a plan that stretches over like 25 years, right? Is just ridiculous. No one plans anything that far ahead, right? Everybody knows, right? Politics, you just plan like, for election cycles. So no plan can survive more than 4 years, right? Like, and anyone saying that you could plan more than 4 years ahead for anything is clearly a conspiracy theorist, right?
Of course.
Black-pilled, mate.
Don't get black-pilled. Don't. I will not allow you to get black-pilled. Not on my watch. No, I think that the October 7th thing was the reason they put Trump in. I think a lot of people got scared by that. They were like, we really need someone to declare war in the Middle East to take the heat off of us.
Yeah, well, this is my point. Okay, right? So if Trump had gotten in 2020, he would have been too early. He would have come too early.
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm coming too early.
I was not prepared.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
You're way too good at that. Are you sure you're not like a Trump double or one of his clones?
Mate, I've been doing that impersonation for so fucking long now. Oh my God. Like, and of course, and I don't know, mate, would they even tell him? Because the thing is, right, it was mainly the Mooish donor class, they call them the donor class, quote unquote, right? That moved decisively as a unit against Trump in 2020, right? Like this is undisputed, right? I mean, I suppose, now that a few years have passed, they'll be like, oh, it's disputed. It's not fucking disputed. They took out a front page article in fucking Time magazine where they're like talking about like how successful it was, right?
Right. The secret, they had something like the secret group of billionaires or elites or something like that. I remember.
Yeah.
Whenever you see a tell for this is whenever you see someone say quietly in an article where they're like, Something quietly does this, removes this, quietly does this. That's a tell.
Uh-huh.
I hate that word. They use it so often in these, but I'm sorry.
We quietly decided to glass a run. We gotta look, honestly, right? The thing that I'm concerned about the most, right, is I just hope that all of those missiles they're using are like climate friendly green missiles, right? I hope they've all had like the climate adaptions on there. I hope they're low emission bombs and missiles.
Listen here, Eurocuck. You don't know this. You don't know this, but you can actually buy a suppressor for your nuclear weapons in Idaho.
Oh, that's
without
amazing.
filling out any paperwork.
Did you know that Lockheed Martin does actually have like a green missile? I was like,
no.
Wait.
The green missile? What
Yeah.
are you talking about here, dude?
Where is it? Okay, hang on. Wait, no, hang on. Green missile. Okay. Environmental.
The green missile. Because the thing we have to worry about when we're blowing up foreigners is whether or not the speckled larynx monkey or something like that like will survive the fallout or whatever.
I just hate how all of this shit is just used as an excuse to just keep ripping people off, so that the government just has a reason to say like, oh yeah, no, we can't do that. Oh, it's very, very complicated. It'll increase like CO2. But then as soon as it's something that they want, right, they'll just move heaven and earth. They don't give a fuck. Right. Yeah. Like COVID was like the biggest example of that. Right. If government hadn't wanted to do it, then they would have just been like, oh, we can't. It's too complicated. It'll cost too much. Right. Like every single, it's bad for the environment. It costs too much. Right. Like, it'll lose this votes. But because they wanted it, or because the world government wanted it, or whoever the fuck like actually runs like Europe, they're like, oh yeah, we're totally doing that. Everyone's like, what about how much money it'll cost? Oh, it doesn't matter. Right.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want something, then you're like, fucked. Wait, where is the, oh, come on. I was sure I found like environmentally, maybe it wasn't like Lockheed Martin. I was sure I found one.
That's too stupid. They probably pulled it from the internet. I believe you. I believe you, Mr. Fist.
Yeah, they probably did pull it from the internet. Actually, now that you're like thinking about it, right?
Like, yeah, this is even for us. This is a new low. We're not going to run that one.
Environmentally friendly, fucking like missiles, mate. Our napalm has like 10% less emissions than the nearest competitor.
Yeah. Oh man, should I keep reading this?
Yeah. No, I was just thinking. Right? Do you think maybe what they should do in Iran? Okay. Is make like a recycling program, right, for all their cluster bomblets. Okay, so when the kiddywinks like pick up like the exploded like cluster bomblets, right, they can like hand them in like you would like bottles and stuff, right?
Oh yeah,
and you can even pick them up even if you're missing an arm. Oh,
exactly. This isn't funny anymore. Right.
Go on with the QAnon.
All right, here we go. A December poll by NPR and Ipsos found that 17% of Americans believe that the core falsehood of QAnon, that a, quote, group of Satan-worshiping elites who run a child sex ring are trying to control our politics and the media, was true.
I wonder
how they got that idea.
I wonder what percentage that is now. I mean, I bet it's at least like double that now. Like,
oh, dude, yeah. Which part? All of it, or just the part that,
Yeah. I mean, and remember, I'm pretty sure. Hang on, when was this released? 2021.
Wow.
Right? This is wrong. Okay,
so not that long ago.
So this is before the Epstein files, right? Like this is when they were still trying to like tell everyone hold on. The idea that there's like a satanic cabal controlling your government is just ridiculous, right? And now we're just like, oh yeah, but they play both sides actually, like
Mhm.
you know, because remember at first they're like, it's the Democrats, it's Hillary Clinton. No, it's all of them. It seems like it's just all of them. It's the entire political class. Like, oh,
Yep.
right.
All right.
Please continue.
And QAnon has also seeped into the offline world. Followers of the movement participated in the deadly Capitol riot in January. Deadly. And other
Yeah.
QAnon believers have been charged with violent crimes. What? Okay, sorry. I love it when they do this. Other QAnon believers have been charged with violent crimes, including kidnappings, assassination plots, and the 2019 murder of a mafia boss in New York. A terrorism bullet.
Wait. Just
There's glaze over that.
hold up there, right? Is murdering a mafia boss like really a bad thing? Oh, this poor innocent mafia boss.
Yeah, you'd think they'd leave that one out, wouldn't they?
He's just minding his own business when this crazy QAnon conspiracy guy, right? Okay, what the hell? Okay, right. What is this? Okay, he wasn't trying to see. He wasn't seeking to kill a mob boss. See, he was trying to help Trump. His lawyer says. See, in new court documents, the lawyer for Anthony Comello says he became obsessed with far right QAnon conspiracy theories. You know, there's another thing that a lot of people really, really don't appreciate, right? Which is like when you're in the dock for some serious shit, people will say fucking anything, right? Like they really will. They'll be like, "Oh, Your Honor, mitigating circumstances. You know, I was like taken in by like, you know, the cult of the glizzy, and you know, the glizzy like talked to me in my sleep and told me that I have to like kill this like mob boss." I mean, what the hell even is this?
Oh,
So 24-year-old killed a Gambino family crime boss. I mean, why do they just, oh yeah, of course, he was a Gambino family crime boss. They just know this guy's like a crime boss, but they can't arrest him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they just know that he's the head of the family, but you know, the government's powerless. You know, we can't do anything. What do you think this is? The Untouchables or something?
Yeah, for real. I mean, you know what happened to Elliot Ness, right? He became an alcoholic.
No.
In the greatest of ironies. Yeah, Elliot Ness, he wound up as an alcoholic. I guess he I think later on, after Prohibition got repealed, he sort of was wondering like whether it was all worth it, because all it did really was just empower the Mooish mob. I mean, there's no such thing as a Mooish mob.
What are you talking about? No. He had to clear that booze off the streets to prevent people from falling away from, you know, Jesus or something. I don't know.
I mean, the thing is, I mean, like, you know, they're not. I used to think all the prohibitionists and the teetotalers were just like massive fuddy-duddies, right? But I can, now that I'm sort of older, I kind of see what they were like going for, you know. But the thing is, like, what else exactly are you going to use to help people deal with their stress? Like you can't, like, not everyone can just, like, you know, after a hard day's work at the sawmill, have a cigarette and then go to liturgy and be like, oh, you know, I feel awesome.
Right.
Yeah,
it was,
I gotta get some more tea.
okay. Oh my God, he's dying over there. Remember to donate to the buy me a coffee or the coffee link that Fist is going to put in the description to make sure that he survives the next winter. He's got to get through summer first, which is going to be hell on earth for him. But
yeah, it's Ko-Fi. Actually, I should probably set up Buy Me a Coffee. Actually,
Ko-Fi. Yeah, I wouldn't. I've never gotten a single donation from Buy Me a Coffee ever.
I mean, the great thing though about, you know, nearly hacking up a lung is I get the great taste of phlegm, right?
10% discount code.
Yeah, I you know, every time is like a, you know, a product sample. You know, I'm just like, the great taste of phlegm.
Delicious. Who wouldn't want that taste in their mouth forever?
Oh,
man. All right.
By now, right? And receive a sample pack of lung pus.
Please, whoever's listening, set this up for us. We gotta make money somehow. We gotta get in the business here. We gotta get
in the business. Yeah, exactly. Look, you'll get a great return. Okay, so we're back. So please continue.
Oh, yes. QAnon has also seeped into the offline world. Followers of the movement participated. Blah, 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 blah. We did this already. A terrorism bulletin issued by the Department of Homeland Security in late January warned of increasing violence from domestic extremist groups, including conspiracy theory communities like QAnon. I remember when that happened. That was terrifying.
This is the thing, right? Like, to go back to your earlier point, really, this is the same all across the West, right? The one thing that you absolutely cannot do is use violence in any way, shape, or form, right, to affect political change. Right. You can go march in the streets, right? You can wave your little sign around, but absolutely under no circumstances, right, are you allowed to use violence in any way, shape, or form. And I think, obviously I don't want to Fed post, but I think this is the point, right? As long as and this is why, by the way, the UK is absolutely shit scared. The UK government is scared of the Muslim community because they don't give a fuck, right? They will use violence, right? Like they absolutely will. They will use organized violence to affect political change. And I don't think the governments anywhere. More importantly, they do not want people realizing that is actually how shit works, because that way lies horror and potential upheaval and stuff.
Well, they might actually, if people lived in a world where they understood that that's how things change. I think the reality is that the governments are all super afraid of this because just like everything else is, they're lazy and soft. Everyone's gotten lazy and soft.
Yeah. It's
and
the decline of the empire.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's gonna be about Marjorie Taylor Greene. Fucking me.
I remember seeing all of this play out.
She is totally turned on Trump now, man.
Good.
She's come out and she's like, he's lost his mind. What the fuck is going on? I can't believe I ever supported this guy. I guess echoing the sentiment that a lot of us have. And he's like, turns out all I really wanted was war with Iran. We're going to send so many white boys to die in Persia. It's going to be delightful.
It's going to be just like Jarhead, that happy movie about the war. Or Hurt Locker. You like that movie, don't you? Oh, man.
And of course, it's notable sequel, Phlegm Locker.
Phlegm Locker. QAnon has also made inroads in Republican politics. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, a first-term congresswoman from Georgia, has become the most prominent QAnon-affiliated lawmaker in the country. Ms. Greene, who posted in support of QAnon on social media, has said she regrets her posts, but continues to promote many QAnon-supported conspiracy theories. See? Right there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If you have theories about how all this shit works, you are a crazy QAnon hat-wearing, Trump-supporting, baby-hating. What is it that James Corbett said on his 9/11 bit? If you have any questions about this, you are a puppy-abusing, baby-hating something. I can't remember what it was.
See, this is classic phase one sort of like thing, right? We're not addressing the question, right? We are just going to assume that, or notice how there's absolutely zero truth claims in this article at all, right? The question of the question of whether any of these assertions from QAnon are in any way true or not is just not. It's a conspiracy theory. We're not going to even dignify that with a response. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely like, can you believe what they're saying over here? They're crazy. You're not crazy, are you? And then, of course, this discussion about, declaring conspiracy theorists as part of like a hate organization or something like that. Yeah. All they're doing is broadening the definition of violence.
Yes.
So if you have questions about this, and I mean, I'm not gonna. So like under Biden, things definitely felt a lot more dystopian.
Oh yeah.
Under Trump, things feel more retarded.
Yeah, look, one of the things about the Biden presidency was that it didn't just affect America, right? The sort of censorship industrial complex was like a huge thing that spanned like the US and the UK, right? And a lot of the people who were like responsible for it in the US are currently in the UK and Europe, just sort of, hanging out in their egg sacs, waiting for like Trump to leave so that they can set the whole thing back up again when the Democrats get back in, which they are certainly going to do, because Trump is going to like fuck this war thing up, and he's going to be like, I don't know. I wonder if he has really swallowed all of that mooish stuff. So the tale that supposedly there's an honored Gentile that assists in the rebirth of the Messiah, right? They've got some name for it. It skips my mind at the moment, right? But they've been basically sort of buttering Trump up and saying, "Oh, you are that honored Gentile, right? Like the bestest of all the Gentiles, right? That will help the return of the Messiah, right? Which will definitely happen after we've destroyed Iran and possibly Turkey and then Russia and maybe China, like, right?" It's never going to fucking like end is the problem, right? Someone on Twitter said to me, right, like, oh, the war with Iran is how we stop the forever wars. And I was just like, oh God, why do I have to share a planet with people that this fucking stupid? Like, why?
I know,
right? Why?
It's enough to drive a man crazy.
No.
All right. So what is let's skip down a bit. What is QAnon? QAnon is the umbrella term for a set of internet conspiracy theories that allege falsely. You don't have to put that in there. That's an opinion. That's an editorial little jab in there. Allege falsely that the world is run by a cabal of Satan worshiping pedophiles. Why doth the lady protest in such ways or so much or whatever? I don't know how it goes.
I mean, this
falsely.
This whole conspiracy pyramid is basically, right, the moose doth protest too much. Like, really, like, yeah.
The fight is a little too strong on this one. It's like, listen, if it's silly, you shouldn't care.
Yeah.
But, now that, so like UFOs is a great example. It used to be like weird conspiratard stuff to talk about UFOs. Now it's all over the place. Even you got JD Vance talking about how I'm going to go to Area 51 and we're going to declassify the UFOs. It's real, guys. And now it's just like, it's a joke.
Yeah. No, they're totally going to pull the blue beam thing, I reckon. Right. I've actually got like a huge link file on this. I think you and I should do an episode actually on the aliens. Because it's so retarded. Like, I just like, it's don't you care that, like, there are alien life forms? Listen, man, I got a lot of stuff going on at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, I don't, right? Like, it's just so many people just don't, because this is the thing, right? They've teased and blue-balled people on this stuff for so long, right? Like, disclosure has been about to happen any day now, 2 more weeks, bro. For like literally 20 years at this point, right? They keep fucking like teasing it, right? Look,
it just feels like they're running out of ammo.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna pull an apocalypse, they're gonna pull a rapture, they're gonna pull Project Blue Beans, whatever. They're gonna do all of this stuff. It's like anything that'll stick against the wall, anything. And it's like, man, we understand that everything's a lie. How is it going to work?
I always thought the whole aliens thing was just to get people away from Christianity, quite frankly. Right? Like, look, there's nothing special about the earth. There's nothing special about humanity. Don't you know that we're just a speck in one of billions and billions of planets in a sea of black? There's nothing special about us. You just evolved from random molecules. You don't need God to explain anything. It's,
And who was the spokesman for this for decades? It was Carl Sagan. And if you've ever read anything about Carl Sagan, you know exactly where he comes from and what he thinks. And it's a beautifully said lie, right? It's like, this blue dot, this pale blue dot contains everything you've ever known and ever seen. And you're worthless and meaningless, but it's beautiful now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right? It's creepy.
Yeah, it is. It's fucking creepy.
Mm-hmm. All right. QAnon followers believe that this cabal includes top Democrats like President Joseph R. Biden Jr. Why not just say President Biden? Goodness. Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, and George Soros, as well as a number of entertainers and Hollywood celebrities like Oprah Winfrey, Tom Hanks, and Ellen DeGeneres. And religious.
Didn't that all turn out to be true, though? Right? Like, aren't they all in the files?
Yes. It includes religious figures like Pope Francis and the Dalai Lama, which is, I mean, at least in the case of the Dalai Lama.
Yeah.
Dude, that's known. What are we talking about here?
I mean, there's literally that video of the Dalai Lama like macking on like an 8-year-old kid.
Yeah. People talk about, people that I can't even believe people don't know about Gandhi still, like,
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
There's another picture of like something that you can just go read on freaking Wikipedia and then read the sources afterward, of course, because we're all good students, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Many of them also believe that in addition to molesting children, members of this group kill and eat their victims to extract a life-extending chemical called adrenochrome. Man, there was a writer, and I can't think of his name, Hunter S. Thompson. Who specifically talked about this.
Yeah.
Dude, this is real, man. This isn't a conspiracy theory.
Well, I don't know whether it's specifically adrenochrome, although I have seen like stuff that just suggests that it is. I think it's just human sacrifice.
Right.
I think we were talking about this. I don't know. I was talking about this on another show. Everyone just assumes like, oh, human sacrifice doesn't work. Well, then why does everyone keep using it, right? Like, why does it have like such a long history? Like,
right. Listen, adrenochrome, I don't know if it's a drug. I don't know if it's real, but it strikes me as a narrative tool because it's a material it's a material MacGuffin that you can put your belief in, right? So human sacrifice does something and they go, well, they must have a drug or something out of it. No, they're just evil. They're just evil.
Because everything must be a drug.
Right.
Everything
must have a material
must be
component. Yeah.
A drug or a psychological syndrome or like a disease, like a virus or something, like, because you just can't believe in the spiritual anymore. Right. Like, yeah.
Exactly my point. So it's like, is it real? It is effectively real. Is it in a vial that you can inject in your arm? Jeez, I don't know, dude. I don't do drugs. I'm a good Christian boy, corn-fed in the Midwest. Anyway.
Well, once we get phlegm off the ground, I'll make sure that we have like an injectable form. Right?
Yes, please. A vapable form of phlegm.
Vapo phlegm.
Hey, bro, do you phlegm?
Bro. Hey, bro, we're gonna go behind the bike sheds and do some phlegm.
And then there's me. My mother said no.
My mother said phlegm is bad for you guys. Look at the square over there. Scared of little phlegm.
It's not even addictive, bro. I can quit anytime I want. All right. According to QAnon lore, former president, now president, Donald J. Trump was recruited by top military generals to run for president in 2016 to break up this criminal conspiracy and bring its members to justice. Many of these cabal members will soon be arrested, the theory goes, and some will be imprisoned in Guantanamo Bay, while others will face military tribunals and be executed.
Yeah, well, that was a fucking lie. Yeah. That was the biggest. We're going to drain the swamp. We're going to lock her up. No, we're not. No, we're not doing any of that.
No.
No.
Looking back, we all had hope, of course, right?
Yeah.
Because that sounded too good to be true.
Yeah.
And now it just sounds ridiculous. Yes.
And and it speaks to the longing of the common people
Yes.
to just flick the fix everything switch,
Yes.
right? You see this with in the UK with mass migration. Like, oh, there's nothing we can do about it. Oh, I wish we could like stop all these like random Africans like coming over in like dinghies. You're like, dude, don't you have a navy? Like, don't you have like guns and stuff? And they're like, oh no, well, we couldn't possibly like just shoot them, right? Like, think of the international treaties. And you're like, listen, man, when you want to ignore international treaties, you totally do it. Like, so for example, there's a treaty that the UK should have signed on to recognize its own people as indigenous, because they are.
Right.
But you know why they didn't do that? Because if the white English were indigenous to England, that would have like put like a whole crimp in the whole, exterminate the white English thing. So they didn't do that. So I'm so sick of this bros.
Yep. Ruled by soft Pillsbury Doughboy people. All right. Is that all? Not by a long shot. Since it began, QAnon has incorporated elements of many other conspiracy theory communities, including claims about the assassination of John F. Kennedy, the existence of UFOs, and the 9/11 quote-unquote truther movement.
Yeah, you know what's interesting? Now everybody knows it was the moose.
Everyone does. There's no question.
Like back in the day, everyone was still in this kind of like, oh, is it the deep state? Is it the cabal? Now everyone's like, oh yeah, damn. Like it really was just them the whole time.
Yeah,
and they just spent tons and tons of effort just stopping people from putting together what were like actually in retrospect really, really obvious like clues.
Oh yeah. There's thousands of books about the assassination of JFK, right?
Yeah.
But I ask you to simply go look at Jack Ruby's headstone. Okay? That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, precisely.
Okay. QAnon Anonymous, a podcast about the QAnon movement, calls QAnon a big tent conspiracy theory because it is constantly evolving and adding new features and claims. But the existence of a global pedophile cabal, we should put like a registered trademark symbol next to that, is a core tenet of QAnon and the one that most, if not all, of its followers believe. I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why. Yeah.
Many such cases. Since the 2020 election, QAnon has also become a stronghold of support for the false theory that the false theory, this again, like false.
It's just false. We're not really going to we wouldn't want to give this theory oxygen and platform the people who believe in it. It's just going to encourage misinformation. Oh my God, remember
democracy is totally real. There are people in government who do everything that you want, sweating over their calculators. Will these votes add up and put our guy in?
Yeah, man. Look, the thing I love about democracy, right, is all the people in the
never get what they want.
They just they wake up in the morning and they're like, how can I give the people what it is that they want? You know what I mean?
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm so glad we both live in countries where the will of the people is taken seriously and never ignored and pushed aside repeatedly.
But remember the COVID days? Like, so this is from 2021. So this is like at the height of the fact checking, misinformation, fucking disinformation, like governance board, like all of that like shit, right? 5 years ago now, that is. My God, it seems like a lifetime ago, right? And they were just, it's just a false theory. It's just misinformation. Don't think about it. While at the same time, events on the ground are accelerating like so fast to the point where it can't be hidden anymore. Like that's the problem. It just became so obvious. It became so huge. I was thinking about this like a lot, right? Like the problem with incrementalism, right? The problem with the softly catchy monkey kind of like thing is sooner or later you have to catch the monkey. Right. And when you lunge to catch the monkey and you grab the monkey by its tail, the monkey is going to suddenly realize, hey, someone has a hold of my tail. If you get what I'm saying,
Absolutely. Absolutely. At some point, you have to just out with it and say what it is that you're doing.
Yep.
You can't like at some point you have to strike, and I think that's kind of what we're waiting for right now. But I think that our current set of people with all the military weaponry they could possibly want, I don't think that's in their nature to do that. I think they literally just edge and edge and edge and edge.
Yeah.
And then as everything falls apart, they just never know it's time to like literally pull on the rod and get that fish out of the water. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And this is what the Eurocucks have been saying about the Americans, right? But the Eurocucks are really not in any place to throw shade on the Americans, to be quite frank, right? I guess the way that they phrase it is like, well, we don't have weapons, you know. Well, what's your excuse? You know, well, whatever.
Yeah.
So how did this all start?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't really take that kind of like I don't take that kind of stuff seriously. I think that's a complicated matter. How did all this start? In October 2017, a post appeared on 4chan. Oh God, not a post on 4chan.
Oh no.
The notoriously toxic message board from an anonymous account calling itself Q Clearance Patriot. This poster, who became known simply as Q, claimed to be a high-ranking government insider with access to classified information about Mr. Trump's war against the global cabal. Q predicted that this war would soon culminate in the storm, an appointed time when Mr. Trump would finally unmask the cabal, punish its members for their crimes, and restore America to... I'm out of text. Oh, there we go. To greatness. Wasn't he also gonna crown like a descendant of JFK King or something like that?
The storm. Remember the storm?
Yes.
No, nothing can stop what is coming, and that thing is war with Iran.
Why is it called the storm? Desert Storm. Something like that. Should we keep going? Play by play here?
No, look, we're I
know we're running out of time.
And my voice is starting to, my throat's starting to give out, I'm afraid. So I guess I don't know, man. Like, you know, what is Q? Any final look, this is good, right? Example of a Q drop from September 2018. Panic in DC. LL talking. Equal truth reveal Tarmac BC.
Yeah.
LL talking. Truth reveal Comey HRC email case. LL talking. Truth reveal Hussein instructions re HRC email case. It was like it's like that weird military fetishism that Americans, particularly the boomers, have. You know what I mean, right? Like you dress up anything as like a classified leak, and they'll like lap it all up. There's tons of that shit in the alien ufology sphere as well. You know, top secret magenta anal plug clearance. You know, right? Like,
let me see if this works here.
Yeah.
LL talking.
Does it work?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Let me read this.
Okay.
FISA brings down the house. When do birds sing? Q.
Yeah.
That's great, man.
So here's the thing. So this cringe like government MK Ultra CIA document speak. This is Hollywood writing.
Yeah.
That's all this is. It has what you say, exactly what you say. This veneer of militarism.
Yeah.
And people are like, so it has to be official, right?
Yeah, it has to be official. It's Black Ops. You see? I mean, this is the weird idea that sort of, you know, at the nugget, right, at the heart of US government, there was still sort of a core of principled boomers, right, who would bring the empire out of its tailspin. The thing is, they all got fucking purged. If there was any chance of that, they all got purged during like COVID, and then because there were two purges in the US military, there was the COVID purge, and then there was the right wing purge, right? Where if you ever posted like a Pepe image or something, you were out of the military. And now I don't know. Is there anything left? Lots to think about. Anyway, Shall we finish off with this song from Mikey Bikey?
Yes.
Is it gonna like let me, or is it gonna Suno's doing this like thing where it's like, would you like to sign up? No.
I'm gonna buy some phlegm right now, buddy.
The unifying power of truth. This wide pursuit of what's real. The addictive power of recognition. The unforgettable presence of realness. That's the toxic clown. The product is toxic. It has to be. That's what makes it so effective. That's why the customers keep coming back. Keep coming back. The buyers keep coming back. It's a very effective product. A very effective product. Very effective product. Effective product. Product. Introducing the toxic cloud-based products of Babylon 5. Bringing joy to the universe since 1805. A circus with a heart of gold. An honor to be sold. The toxic clown-based products of Babylon 5. Oh yeah. Woo! That's the toxic clown. The product. It's toxic. It has to be. That's what makes it so effective. That's why the customers keep coming back. Keep coming back. The buyers coming back. Woo! Coming back. Very profitable product. Introducing the toxic clown-based products of Babylon 5. Bringing joy to the universe since 1845. A circus with a heart of gold. An honor to be sold. The toxic clown-based products of Babylon 5. Oh yeah.
Dude, that was pretty freaking awesome. I gotta say. You still there, Aaron?
Sorry, I was muted.
Yeah, I know, right? How do I turn off the screen share? Man, I am just retarded today. Like, my God, I thought I was like, look, I'm all better now, right? Like, what's the worst that can happen? I'll tell you what's the worst that can happen. I can be all like, I can't remove the black screen. Oh, whatever. Right. It doesn't matter. Well, thank you very much for coming along, Aaron. It's been a pleasure as always. I do apologize for my general sickly demeanor, but it has given me many great ideas for phlegm-based products and phlegm-based accessories, which I will be exploring. You know,
You're gonna need them, man.
oh yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
What I really need is like Benadryl in an injectable form, or like the freebase Benadryl.
Spiritual Benadryl, or if we can get you Benadryl vape juice, that will do.
Oh, Benadryl vape juice. Oh, mate, that's a fucking yeah. Vapable DXM. It sounds like a great idea.
All the
All
wives in the audience are like, that's called an infuser, dummy.
Yeah, well, you know. All right, so we have been Clown-Based Lifeforms. I have been Newsfist. My co-host has been Aaron from Clown Town Chronicle. You should check out his podcast. It's lovely. He got a new episode out. I'm gonna be listening to that as soon as I'm well enough. We will be back on. Well, this is coming out on Thursday. We'll be back on the Thursday afterwards. Hopefully, I will not be quite so sick by then. Thank you for listening, everyone. Any final last words, Aaron?
Remember, 10% off, and we get to keep all of that. So, get on it.
All right. Good night, everyone.